What is up, you guys? This is a brand new video. Today we have a new figure, another figure that Playmates released with Zilla. This is Godzilla King of the Monsters, or Monsterverse Rodan. So obviously this is based off the King of the Monsters line, and I'm glad Playmates is doing this. They created a whole Monsterverse line, calling it Monsterverse, and they're making figures from the past. I hope we can get a Skullcrawler and a actual colored Mothra, not the colorized version. Like this Mothra on the back. I hope we get like a colored one from King of the Monsters. And maybe some Skull Crawlers. It'd be really cool to see that. But yeah, this is Rodan. I knew for a fact we'd be getting him after we got King Ghidorah and Mothra. It was kind of obvious. But yeah, this Rodan, we'll have to see what he really looks like once we attach his wings. But he does come with the tank. I wish he came with the Argo Jet. But on the back, there's a cool picture of him walking with the tank. And then there's a little description if you want to pause and read that. Fully posable and articulated. But yeah, so we're going to get this guy off camera. Or take him out of the box off camera. Alright guys, so here's Rodan out of the box. Obviously you do have to attach the wings, which the wings are very thin. So we're going to, there's like these two peg holes. Or holes, we're going to put them in there. I don't want to break it. That's how it goes, right? I think that's how it goes, yeah. It's honestly kind of hard to make a Rodan figure because the way he sometimes flies or if he stands, you never know if you're going to get it right. So, you know, you got to be careful. Sorry, it's a little hard again. All right, but there we go. He's honestly pretty cool. He kind of looks more of a statue than a figure. But, you know, some of the Bandais all look like statues compared to that. Look at that. That's pretty cool, though. But the main color is like yellow and dark brown, I guess. Yeah, dark brown. And then it gets lighter brown on the front. And you got the fire ashy wings because in the movie, his wings kind of were on fire because of the lava and things like that. We're gonna look at the accessory first. I really wish it was the Argo Jet or the X Jet, Argo Jet, the big machine or big plane that they flew around in King of the Monsters. We do need to get an updated version because Jack Specific was the only one that we got. But a tank will do, I guess. If you want to create an army with all the accessories we have gotten throughout the years of Playmates Godzilla. But here, obviously, is a little trademark thing. But we're going to look at articulation-wise. His legs do move. His knees bend, which is pretty cool. You give him that pose in King of the Monsters when he's flying. There you go. So you can get it like that. But when he's flying and about to fight Ghidorah, when he's about to grab the Argo Jet, his tail does move, actually. Just the little end of it. And get him in a standing pose. So his hands do move, or arms, I guess. And they bend up like that. If he's flying, if you want to get him flying, so we can get him in a flying pose. Let's see if we can get him in the pose from the movie, from King of the Monsters. His legs are kind of hard to bend back, just a little. So that's like the only one. His head does not move up, which sucks, honestly. But here's his neck, I guess. It moves around. It does move. I wish his mouth could shut, but it's just open mouth, which kind of sucks. So I wish Playmates was able to get his head to move up. So when he's flying, if any collector had these like clear stands, they could get him to fly or something like that. Pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, so I think he can stand on his own just a little. You got to bend the wings back a little more, or his arms, in order for him to stand. We're going to see if we can get him to stand. We could probably have to press down. His tail is just a little bit in the way, but hold on. See, we got to spread the legs. Let's see. I don't know why this side is leaning towards one. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. It looks like he's about to fall over, I think. But while have Rodan right here, we're going to do a little figure comparison. Here's Godzilla. We're going to put him on this side. I don't remember if Rodan was that big in the movie. I don't know. Maybe the wings are a little too big. But obviously we have a Jack Specific 6-inch Rodan who is not coming off the shelf. That was an okay figure. But I'll be honest, I think both of these figures are decent. The Rodans from Jack Specific and Playmates, but hopefully Playmates will do better with the third movie, because I will definitely be collecting those figures, and you will get some reviews on my channel for that. But I think that is it for this video. Honestly, it's not a bad figure. I would call it a toy more than a figure. It'll look good on display shelf, but Thanks for watching. Go check out my other videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.